Alright folks, so this morning here in Cincinnati, I go outside, it's like 21 degrees at 8 a.m. and I go out to my Toyota Sequoia, hit the key, and the battery's dead. So I'm going to show you a couple different parts here in this video, from jump starting the vehicle, to testing the battery, to charging the battery. All these products I've purchased on my own, so nobody gave them to me for free, and I'm not going to give you a bias review about them. So first off, having a dead battery. Luckily I have one of these. I've had it for about over a year now. It's called a Noco GB40. I'll show you up close. It's a lithium ion jump pack. Makes it real easy to jump start your car. The reason I have it, I have a motorcycle, I have a boat, I have a couple of vehicles, and no matter where I'm at, I don't want to get stranded, and believe me, it's saved me many a times. On the boat, you don't realize it when you park the boat and leave the radio on, it kills the battery pretty quickly, and you always want to make sure your boat starts back up. Same thing on a motorcycle. This is so small, I mean it's about 2.5 inches by probably about 6 inches. It fits under the seat of my motorcycle, so I can always have it with me. And of course, in the car, you just throw it on the glove box or the center console, and peace of mind, you always know your car is going to start. Good thing about this is when you charge it, it'll hold a charge for a good 6 months to a year with no problem. So you don't have to charge it that often. It's very simple. On the end here, you have an area here, you open this up, and it just uses a, let's see if you can see it up close. You just use a USB cable to charge it. Then on over here on the other side, it actually has an area that you can plug a USB into it to charge a cell phone. You can charge your cell phone, you can charge a laptop, anything that you need to charge while you're out and about, outside, and nowadays everything you can charge from a USB. A couple other little features. It does have a built-in flashlight. There's different brightnesses of the flashlight. There's a strobe light, or I'm sorry, SOS. If you're broke down on the side of the road. Oops. And it does have a strobe light as well. Just some quick little features about it. It's real simple. When you turn it on, it shows you the charge of the battery pack. Mine's still fully charged from, it's probably been at least 4 months ago, probably 6 months ago. It also has a cool manual override button. This button here, say if your battery is completely dead and has no voltage whatsoever, or say if you don't even have a battery, and you need to start the vehicle or start the motor, whatever you're trying to start, you hold down this manual override button and it will start just about anything in that feature. Otherwise, the regular jumping, it needs to see at least 2 volts. That way it knows that you have the battery hooked up correctly. You can't hook the battery up backwards. It won't allow you to accidentally try to jump start your car backwards. But it's very simple. I mean, anybody can do it. I work at a car dealership, and believe me, salesmen can even jump start it without messing it up. Here are the cables that it comes with. It's real simple. You hook one to the positive on your battery, this one to the negative on your battery. On this end of the jump pack, you can see it'll only plug in one way. If you can see this up close, one's round and one's square. So you can't mess this up. So here I will go show you jump starting my vehicle. My vehicle is a 4.7 liter V8 Toyota Sequoia. And on the box itself, when you buy it, it recommends up to gas motors up to a 6 liter. I believe diesel motors up to a 3.0 liter. So it pretty much covers just about any vehicle. They do make a bigger version, but not many people are going to need a really big version unless you have a large diesel truck. But I'll also put a link in the description below to the other jump pack. This is very simple. They're like $100. I think most I've seen is like $125. Sometimes they go on sale a little bit cheaper than $100, but I'll have the link in the description below for you. Here in a minute, we're gonna go outside and I'll show you it in the real world, starting up my vehicle. And then from that point, we will test the battery with a battery tester. Then we will charge the battery. And with this charger I also got by Noco, it will, once it's fully charged, you can put it into like a battery recovery mode, and it will like rejuvenate the battery back to supposedly to be a original battery, like even if your battery is several years old. So we'll give that a try and see if it adds any more cranking amps to the battery or whatever. So just watch here in a minute. We'll go outside and we'll try this in the real world. All right, we're outside here now. This is my Toyota Sequoia that I tried to start this morning and the battery was dead. I don't drive this car that often. It's mainly what I use to tow the boat with. But we do need to pop the hood here. Give me just 1 second. Alrighty, let's see here. Let me put the camera on the tripod real quick. Alright, here we go. I got my hands free. First off, you just want to make sure, hit the positive to the positive, negative to the negative. It's going to plug in one direction. Simple as this. Plug it in. Power button. She's on. All right. Zero problems, zero effort. Started right up for us. Now, give me a few minutes and we'll get the battery test around here. We'll test the battery, then we'll charge the battery, and then we'll do a rejuvenate of the battery and see if it helps out. Let me see if there's a sticker saying how old this battery is. No, I don't see. It's a AAA battery. It was in the vehicle. The battery was installed in the vehicle when I bought the vehicle. I've owned it for about 1.5 years now, so I really don't know the age of the battery, unfortunately. But we'll give it a test and then we'll charge it and see what happens. All right, now we're back. I went ahead and pulled the Toyota Sequoia in the garage. It's pretty darn cold out there today. This is middle of January here in Cincinnati, and it's freezing. So, like I said, now we're going to actually test the battery. This is the tester. I always do research before I buy any product. Myself, I try to look for positive, negatives, everything. But all in all, this little tester here is made by a company called Topdon. It's called 101. It's basic. It's simple. Test your battery, cold cranking amps, like the health of the battery. Even will test your starter and your alternator, like your charging of the vehicle. But mainly today, we just want to test the battery and see what kind of health the battery has with it right now. Pretty simple. Negative on negative. Positive on positive. As soon as you attach it, it powers on. Hopefully you'll be able to see this here on the camera. So when I started the vehicle up to pull it in the garage, I let it run for 10-15 minutes just to let it warm up. So it probably did charge the battery somewhat just by using the alternator from the vehicle. Right now it shows the battery is 12.48 volts, which is normal for a battery. You want to hit OK. Obviously select language, we're going to go with English. You can obviously pick French, Italian, Spanish. I can't even read what these other options are. Dutch. Back to English. We want English. Okay, out of vehicle or in the vehicle. This way you don't mess up any electronics of the vehicle. So obviously it's still installed in the vehicle. We're going to change that to in vehicle. Hopefully you guys can see this here on the camera. Select charge before we charge the battery. You could change it to after charging of the battery. Oops. But we want it on before we charge the battery. Okay, we're going to input the cold cranking amps. Whoops. I hit the button twice, I'm sorry. We're going to start it over. Try this one more time. Negative, negative, positive, positive. Okay, powered back on. Since we were playing around, now it's down to 12.37 volts. You want to select English. It's still in the vehicle. We want to select that before we charge it. Here's the different kinds of batteries it can test. It can test a gel cell battery. A regular flooded battery is 99% of what's in cars these days. An AGM battery, which some of the newer vehicles might have that, like I'm saying like 2018 or newer, but it's still very rare to have an AGM battery in a vehicle. Okay, this is a regular flooded battery. Hit OK. Cold cranking amps. And when you look on your battery, it'll tell you what your cold cranking amps are. Mine's rated at 710. Oops. So we're just going to change this number on here up to 710. Oops. Okay. Now it is testing, and it'll let us know here in just a second. Okay, state of health of the battery. It claims the battery is still 95% good battery. State of charge. It's at 68%. Obviously, that's why it was having a problem starting this morning. But also, like I said, I let it run for 15-20 minutes, letting it warm up. So it probably did charge a little bit just there in that few minutes. Battery's at 12.41 volts. It's supposed to be 710 cold cranking amps. It comes back with a test of 695, so it's off just a little bit, but nothing too bad. And overall, it rates it as a good battery. So, we're good. From this point now, we're going to put the charger on it, and we're going to charge up the battery and see if we can bring back the battery charger. I'm not going to say it's going to work miracles, but our battery's still at state of health at 95%. We're going to see if we can bump that 95% up a little bit. It claims it can, but we'll test it and see what it does. Let's go ahead and remove our battery tester. All right, now on to charging of the battery. So I prefer these NOCO products. This is called the NOCO Genius 5. It's small, it's simple, it does great. It can charge regular batteries, AGM batteries, lithium batteries, 6-volt batteries. And like I said, it has this repair mode where it claims it's going to bring back the health of the battery. It might. We're at 95%, so we'll see what the improvement is, if it makes an improvement at all, but that's still a pretty good battery. even though the battery isn't looking in the best of shape, it's dirty, and if I had to guess, I'd guess it probably 4 years old, but I don't know that for a fact. Like I said, it was in the car when I bought the car. But you can see the battery, it's looking dirty. So I wouldn't say it's a new battery by any means. So the reason that I like Noco products, my father, he has a charger that he probably bought it 5 or 6 years ago, and he uses it in his garage all the time, whether it's on his tractor, whether it's on his car, even golf carts, even motorcycles, that kind of thing. So same thing, when I was looking for a charger, I looked through several different chargers online, and I narrowed it down to a couple different Nocos, and I picked this one. Just it seems like it's going to cater to what I need it to do. Like I said, I have a motorcycle, I have a tractor, I have a Sea-Doo, I have a boat, and I have multiple vehicles. So I want something that's pretty universal to all my different vehicles, and this thing seems to do great for me. So same thing, hooked up negative, negative, positive, positive. We will set that right here. We will go ahead and get it plugged in. All right, here in the next few seconds, here on the top of the charger, it will actually show the state of charge of the battery. So when this first light comes on, it will mean 25%, second light will be 50%, third light 75%, green light will be 100%. So that'll tell you like where your battery starts out as, and then obviously you want to pick where you want it to go. See here. All right, battery's attached. Turn the power on. I want it on regular 12 volt. You can hold the button down, it'll switch over to AGM, lithium, or 6 volt. Here, I'll just show you. If you hold it down, we don't have an AGM, we don't have a lithium, we don't have a 6 volt. So 12 volt, so the directions on this say to fully charge the battery to 100%. Then once it's fully charged to 100%, we will then do the repair mode, or to rejuvenate the battery and see what it actually does. Supposedly it's going to desulfurize and decrystal growth of the the lead cells in the battery, and we'll see if it does that. But first off, we'll let it fully charge, and we'll come back and we'll pick up from then. All right, it's been a couple hours, and now the battery is fully charged. As you can see here, once it goes fully charged, the green light will pulse, let you know it's fully been charged. To do the repair mode, it says to fully charge the battery first. And to enter the repair mode, I believe you hold this button down. All right. Now the red light here for repair is now blinking. It is in repair mode. We will set this back down. It says it can take up to, I believe, up to 6 hours to do the repair. I'll keep an eye on it, and we'll finish this video up once it's fully repaired, and we'll test the battery again and see if it's made any improvements. All right, guys, it's the next morning. It took about 4 hours, I'd say, to do the repair mode on the tester here. Or, I'm sorry, on the battery charger. I guess when it finished the repair mode, it just went to like off or standby. I love this charger. Like I said, it's simple, 12 volts, AGM, lithium, 6 volt batteries like my tractor, jet skis a 12 volt, my boat's a 12 volt. Like I said, I got multiple vehicles, but this one small, simple charger does them all for me. But we are going to test out this repair mode and see if it actually did anything to the battery, if it actually helped out. I believe the battery was at state of health of 95%. I know it sounds weird, but let's see here, the box itself. Recharge most lead acid lithium batteries to replenish lost battery power. Here it is. Recover lost battery capacity and restore batteries to original performance. I don't know how that's going to happen. Supposedly what this does, it has like a desulfurization. It knocks off like crystal growth inside the battery, breaks it loose, and we'll see. Like I said, we're going to use a tester and see if it actually made a difference or not. Let me remove the charger here. The charger, the Noco Genius 5. Like I said, I tried to do research and try to buy decent equipment. And the price point of that charger wasn't bad at all. I believe I paid $69 for it off of Amazon. I'll put the link in the description below. Here we're back to the Topdon 101 battery tester. I love this little thing. It's pocket size. You can take it. My friends always ask to borrow it. They have, hey, when you stop by today, can you check my battery for me? Plugging it in, right off the bat, shows 12.9 volts. Select language, English. No, it's not out of the vehicle. Oops. It's in the vehicle still, so you don't want anything to backfeed in the electrical of the vehicle. This was after we charged it. It's a regular flooded type battery. We're going to input the cold cranking amps. 710 is the recommended cold cranking amps for the battery. And we'll see what the test says. Well, looky there. State of health of the battery. It claims the battery is 100% perfect battery. I really didn't think that the charger would be able to do that, but apparently it did. State of charge, it says the battery is 98% fully charged. We're at 12.9 volts. It's claiming cold cranking amps are now 720 is what it actually tested as. So that's better than the battery originally says it was. It comes back and says good battery. I guess that charger does more than I thought. So I guess I would recommend for people out there that have a battery a couple years old, give that battery charger a try. If it truly brought back the life of the battery, that's unbelievable. I mean, the tester says it after the charge. I mean, it's not the same brand. It's not like they're in correlation with each other. Like I said, this little guy, you can see it's really pocket size. I mean, it fits in the palm of your hand. I believe I paid $33 for this guy, and I bet you I've used it, I don't even know, 100 times. It also does 6-volt batteries. It'll do just about anything on the market right now. So like I said, I highly recommend that little guy. And then back to the original. You have a dead battery. You're going to wish you had this in your truck or your vehicle. It's handy. I think I paid $100 for it off of Amazon. I've had this for, I don't know, a year and a half, and still does great. Still holds a full charge. Even after jumping this, I actually jump started it twice yesterday. Once to do the video, then once I had to pull it in the garage because I didn't want to make this video outside in the cold. Like I said, this little thing is great. Even if you're just going to take it with you and charge your cell phone all day, or charge camera batteries, whatever you're going to charge your laptop. But this little thing does great too. All these items, I'll have a link in the description below. Hopefully this helped you out. Hopefully you don't really have a dead battery, but worst case, you wake up one day on a cold day and your battery won't start your vehicle, and this is what you need to do. like I said, these three items are a must in my garage. Like I said, I have a couple vehicles, tractor, jet ski, boat, and believe me, it saves the day when you need it. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you have any questions about the products, feel free to ask me or leave a question in the description below, or the like where the comment section is below. Please give us a thumbs up, like it, and if you don't mind, subscribe to my channel. I'll make other car related videos for you guys. If you have any other videos that you're interested in, any ideas, just leave me the idea and I'll try to make a video for you. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, guys.